BNP Paribas, partenaire des plus belles histoires de Roland-Garros, aux côtés des ramasseurs de balles depuis plus de 50 ans.
Yeah, I'm super happy to be back. I love this tournament. It's super beautiful, and I'm just super excited to start my first match here.
If you have a question, please raise your hand. Any questions?
Okay, guys. Are we done?
Hello, Aryna. Flamboyer for Olympics.com. Do you feel stronger than ever on clay?
Well, yeah, definitely. I think throughout the years I improved a lot, and today I feel physically, mentally, and I think my game is pretty much ready to play on clay. So yeah, I definitely feel stronger than ever.
Hi, Aryna. It's your second straight slam that you've arrived as the top seed. Can you compare the feeling in Paris, where somewhere you haven't won before, to January, where you were a two-time defending champion? The difference between the two there.
I mean, honestly, like preparation-wise, there's no difference. Mentally, and like in my head, there is no difference. And it's honestly, it doesn't matter your ranking when you arrive on the big tournaments, as we see in the past. There is so many crazy upsets happening, so ranking doesn't really matter anymore. And I'm just trying to focus on my game, and nowadays I know that I can do well on clay, so arriving here I feel really strong and super excited, and hopefully this is going to be the year when I'll be really proud of myself on the clay court.
You've had some near misses here, and last year obviously you're very unlucky with the eating stuff. Does that make you almost more determined to put it right, or are those things in your mind when you come back here?
Well, I'm definitely not going to go for the same meal I had before that quarterfinals match. The lesson is learned. And since then, we did a couple of adjustments on my foot, and yeah, just make sure that it's never going to happen again. And it's not like feedback, not the feedback. It's not like I have this memory from the last year. But yeah, I'm trying to do everything as right as possible, make sure that nothing gonna happen, and of course I'm super motivated, because I felt like last year I was really ready to be in the last stages of the tournament, but yeah, my body didn't really feel the same. So yeah, this year I'm motivated more than I was last year.
Aryna, I just wanted to ask you about being world #1. Obviously, you've been there for quite a long time now. You're quite established, and you seem very comfortable as world #1. Like, a lot of past players maybe have talked about it actually being harder to stay there than to get there. You have this sensation of being chased. Like, it seems like you don't feel that way. Would that be right? Do you have any anxiety about that, or do you just honestly enjoy it?
I just love it so much, because just for me personally, knowing that like there is someone chasing me, or I'm like I have a target on my back right now, I love it. I take it as a challenge, and every time I go out there, I feel like, okay, let's go. Let's see who is ready for the pressure moments. And I take it like that, and it's actually helping me to stay in the moment and to fight no matter what on the court.
Aryna, as a hardworking athlete, I'd like to ask you a question about infusions. Obviously, Max Purcell was banned for undergoing 2 intravenous infusions, a forbidden method under the WADA code. The official ITIA case documents say he feigned injury to justify the infusion, and Googled everything, also the WADA limit of 100 milliliters that are allowed. Back in the days, infusions were common sense when it was allowed. Since 2005, it's not allowed over 100 milliliters, but they still help for recovery and performance, and are not detectable in normal doping tests. So I wonder if they are still a problem.
That's a good question. Those things are always changing, and I'm really glad that I have a really good team around me, so I can trust them, and I know that I mean, whatever my team would suggest me, I know that they double-checked 1,000 times with the system if we're allowed or not. So I'm really happy to have my team around. On that case, honestly, I don't know what to say. I don't know like what was going on there, and I don't not usually. I never comment on the doping cases because like you never know. Some things can happen by accident. Some things were probably, I don't know, whatever could be there. So, and yeah, I don't like to comment it.
Hello, Aryna. Baptiste for AFP. As you never reached the final here in Roland-Garros, would it be a first important step for you, or are you only focused on winning the whole tournament?
I think at this point of my career, it's all about winning the titles, the big trophies, and I think you have to set up really huge goals for yourself, and yeah, maybe sometimes really crazy goals. So yeah, I'm more into like winning than just reaching the finals, because you know losing in the final sucks, so I hate it. So that's not the goal for me.
Hi, Aryna. What surface has taken you the most work in order to get to a top level with, and why?
mean, definitely clay court, because on clay court power is not enough. Sometimes you have to build the point 3 or 4 times in one point, so you have to physically be ready, mentally be ready, and you have to improve your game as much as possible, and you have to have variety in the game to be able to compete on clay court. And of course, like physically and mentally, clay court made me work really hard to be good at this surface.
Any last questions in English?
Just on that clay adaptation, some of your matches recently, I mean, I know we've seen on other surfaces, but the drop shot, both you and your opponents, there have been matches where it's coming like back and forth. How much is that an extra thing you work on for the clay?
I would say that it's not like I work on this shot specifically for the clay. I just work on my touch game overall a lot, and on the clay court, of course, like not on each clay court surface it works well, but like somewhere like Rome, for example, in here, it's really brings a lot of benefits to the game, and I just like to use drop shots more often on clay than, I mean, probably this year on Wimbledon as well, but yeah, I just use drop shot more often on clay court.
How much do you practice it versus just rely on?
Just how much?
Versus just relying on instinct, I mean.
I'd say that, let's say, like not like drop shot specifically, but like the touch game, I'd say that right now probably we're spending like, I don't know, 20% of the time like working on the touch game.
Okay, last question at the front.
Your main opponent on the WTA ranking, Iga Świątek, is having kind of a tough beginning of year before Roland-Garros, but she is really good usually in this tournament. What do you expect from her? And you could face her in semi-final here this year. So
honestly, I don't have any expectations for myself, and of course any expectations from like others, for other players. So, I mean, of course, like I think like everyone, because she was doing really well on this tournament, everyone expect her to win this tournament, and everyone expect really great tennis from her. So I don't know what to say. Like I don't have any expectations. And as I said before, you know, Grand Slams is a tricky tournament. Everyone feel a lot of pressure, and there is so many upsets on the tournaments been recently. I mean, on the Grand Slams. So whatever gonna happen, and I'd prefer to focus on myself.